Hello everyone, this is Plastique Tiara here. Welcome! I feel like I haven't seen y'all in such a long time, but today I'm bringing you a new updated makeup tutorial since, you know, she got the rock. I haven't done this in a while, so it's gonna be really fun. Since coming off of All Stars and spending more time at home, I've really loved playing with makeup again. I forgot how much I love makeup, and I just want to forewarn everyone out there that this makeup tutorial is for a girl's girl, someone who wants to be the doll. I love taking my time getting ready, and as you can see in this makeup tutorial, I will take the hardest route in order to achieve something that is so simple, but that's just how I like to do things, and that's how I get this look. Today, it's gonna be really fun because I'm gonna be talking to you guys through after. So this is the finished look. I'm gonna play the clips I'm applying as I explained to you. Let's get started. To start off, I always like to clean off my brows using alcohol spray. This is the 91% alcohol. You wanna get as much residue off of them as possible because then that's gonna help the glue really stick. Nothing is worse than you gluing your brows down and then it pops midway through because you didn't clean off the oil, and that has happened to me before and I have to start all over again. So always clean off your brows. Second step is of course glue stick, and I also used this metal eyelash comb in order to brush through my eyebrows as I'm gluing them. You want it to basically mold over your eyebrows and form like a whole new layer of skin. I do this about 4 or 5 times and I dry as I go. The key is to just keep going because, girl, it takes a really long time. When you're gluing down your eyebrows, the final step, use the palm of your hand in order to really press down on the eyebrows so then all the glue kind of just mold together, and then makes your eyebrows really flat. Next, we're gonna set our eyebrows using any kind of powder. I like using the One Size powder because that's my face powder. Good alternative for queen starting out would be the orange one. What's the name of it? Airspun. I used it for so many years, but now I just use this because I don't like to switch powders as much. Foundation, if you are a drag queen like myself, this foundation is the best foundation. You know, on some days I want to be a liquid girl with liquid concealer, but when I want to be the doll, I mean, I am a man, so this covers everything. I use the shade NB1 to cover my eyebrows and over my lip area, which is basically the lighter parts of my face. And then 7W, I go around the hairline, which is kind of like my contour color. And then 070 is this white color that I use underneath my eyes and around anywhere that I like to highlight. Oh my gosh, I found the most perfect concealer. The pink under eye trend is just so beyond us, but I love it. It is trending right now in K-beauty. I found this concealer. It's called the Kosas Revealer Extra Bright Serum Powered Color Corrector. Oh, it's actually a color corrector and it's in the shade Magic. And this stuff is truly magic. I put it right next to the white and it both brightens and is pinky tone. I hate it when my makeup looks yellow, and I've been that girl where my neck is like red and my face is yellow, and you know, we live and we learn. This really helps take care of that. And for liquid foundation, I know it's a lot of products, but that's the fantasy. Get into it. I love using the House Lab Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. One of the best foundations I've ever used, honestly. The shade range is amazing. I'm in the shade 200. I love House Lab. I love Lady Gaga. Of course, oh my gosh, it was everything. at Coachella, you guys. How's lab? Call me. But love, love, love this foundation so much. It has like this really bouncy texture. It's not runny, it's not like heavy. It's really, really nice. I used 2 beauty blenders to blend out my face. So I used the first one to blend out the perimeter, and then I'll use another beauty blender to blend out the center. And the reason why I love using a liquid over the creams is that the cream will cover, but the liquid will get into those little nits and crannies. Like, you know, when you cover your brows, there's holes because you put it in glue over your eyebrows. This will really help fill all those spots in and make you look flawless. My new obsession is this powder. It's also from Kosas. It's the Cloud Set Translucent Candy Rose Ultra Transparent Powder. A lot of powder on the market is very pink, but it's not very brightening. Like, it's pink and then you set it and then it just looks dark. You know what I mean? Like, it's more of like a color correction type of powder, but this, you set it and it's bright. That's why I love it. I use it to set underneath my eyes and kind of around this area. And then I'll use the One Size translucent powder to set everywhere else. I also put extra powders right underneath my eyes because that's gonna catch all the fallout once we're done with eyeshadows. Eyeshadows time! I've really been liking the Icy Nude palette by Huda Beauty. I also use a lot of Natasha Denona because the eyeshadows are really blendable, and once you layer, it doesn't crack. But I love the tones of these shades, and the shimmers are very, very thick. So it's not like a girly shimmer, it's like you're gonna see it. And I mostly just use the shade High Life and Lavish as my transition color. And then for the outer edge, I kind of mix the Unapologetic and just going on the outer third of the eye. The thing about my makeup is that I love the look of minimal crease. I like it to be very Asian centric. I think that's what changed about my makeup recently is that there are minimal crease work. There's no darkening on the crease. It's just like a ombre of color and then smoked out liner. Of course, I will line my eye first using Mistila. Of course, I use 2 shades because why wouldn't you? I go in with the brown first, dark brown, to kind of map it out, the shape of the liner. And then I will smoke it out with faux fur. It's like a burgundy medium brown. So pretty, my goodness. And then after that, I'll really go in and draw a thin line, but I will not wing it out. I'll just draw it along my lash line and then kind of fade it in with the brown, just so that we get like a nice gradient and there's no like messing up. You don't have to worry about it. It's just a foolproof method of getting your eyeliner like perfect. And I rubbed a little bit of VVS on my lid for the shimmer, and these shimmers they're fierce. Get into it. And for the bottom lash line, same thing. I use unapologetic. I used unapologetic. Lord! I used the unapologetic to create the line first underneath my eyes, and then I smoked it out with Lavish and High Life. The eyeliner truly is the star of the show for the makeup nowadays. If y'all are makeup artists out there, I also really love the Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette because of that is so sexy. Like, that's so nice. Where you don't have to like, if you have nails, you don't have to dig your finger in there. But I love a magnetic closure. These are the cool tone ones. I also have the warm one. I use this shade right here as my eyebrow color. My trick is that I just go in with like a little, not dense shader brush. And then I'll draw out the line first. The trick for eyebrows to me is to look straight ahead and then kind of just map out wherever you want it to be and try to get them as even as you can. You can always correct it with concealer concealer after. I used the NB1, the Krylon TV Paint Stick again, and I really went in there and kind of carved it out. Before, I used to do my eyebrows pretty high. When I first started out drag, girl, if y'all can find pictures of me back in the day, I think there's so many out there, but back when I was in Texas at the Rose Room, see, now I'm giving y'all clues. But it was crazy. It was crazy. But you know, back in the day, it was the Miss Fame and it was the Pearl makeup inspo kind of day. So everyone had like that with like the little, with like the little wing, and then I put rhinestones on my face. I drew a crease through. Clown, boo boo clown. Left it nonetheless. Of course, then I curl my lashes with the, I believe this is the Eyeshadow eyelash curler. Love it for Asian eyes. The curvature is very flat, so that's very good. And then I use the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I believe this is a waterproof version, maybe? But I love this wand because you can just really get in there and not have to worry about smudging. And I love using this for my bottom lashes as well. Girl, I don't even have falsies on for the bottom lashes, and it really gets in there and extend every lash. Speaking of lashes, I have been, oh my god, I'm giving away all my secrets. For lashes, I've always loved making my own lashes, and nowadays I get like one of these like eyelash extension spike things off of Amazon, and I actually will customize my lashes with them just to give them like the extension kind of look, because I've never really found any lash that I like, but I love just kind of just, you know, doing little things to make them my own. And I kind of add a few on the outer corner just so then it yanks my eye up a little bit. I use the House of Lashes lash glue to put my lashes on. Dries quick, stays on. Perfect. Time to wipe off all of our under eye powder, and as you can see, this just leaves our under eye untouched with any eyeshadows, and it's just so satisfying to watch. Then I will go into one of my favorite steps about my makeup, and it is highlighting. I love to use the Turn Up the Base Stage White from One Size. It is a white foundation powder. I love using white powder foundation to kind of just re-emphasize everything and making the inner corner really, really bright. Naturally, I have kind of like hollow right here. It's just my bones. So I like to highlight that and kind of keep this triangle right here very, very up. And then I'll highlight my nose using this as well. And if I want to contour, I will go in with my favorite powder foundation ever. It's from MAC. Oh no, this is the old version. I'll have to switch over very soon. But the MAC Studio Fix powder foundation, this is just a dream come true. It's just like the formula is just so good, so full coverage. It'll just make you look flawless no matter what. And I'll contour my nose and my face with the shade NW35, and that's just all I do. I don't contour much anymore because I find that it makes my face very gaunt almost. I like it to look pretty youthful nowadays, so I extend my highlight a little bit and I make the cheeks very, very, very pink and very, very lifted. Speaking of pink, okay, I take highlighting very, very seriously. This highlighter from Rare Beauty, never seen such a blinding highlighter in my life. It's called Enlighten. I use it to highlight my nose and my inner corner. The trick for my inner corner is that I will go in at the inner corner and then I'll drag it up and into the rest of my eye makeup, and that really just opens everything up. And then for the star of the show, basically, when I die, please bury this with me. It is the Make Up Forever Starlight Powder. You know, I'm obsessed with this. I just take it on my finger and just kind of dab it at the inner corner. I don't go as intense anymore because, you know, that was a little crazy, but I mean, I still love it. It's just so, so good. And for my blush routine, let's get into it. If y'all pay attention to K-beauty or any kind of, you know, Korean drama or TV shows, you know that the girls are blushed up over there. So that's what I'm giving. But, you know, drag, we gotta do something a little bit more. They just washed it, but we're gonna layer. This blush from MAC, the Glow Play Cushiony Blush, totally synced. It's so good. I love it so much. You know how you layer your blush and sometimes it's not doing anything, and then you put so much on that when you put highlighter on, it just becomes dusty. So this kind of solves everything because it has like a kind of like a putty texture, and when I put it on my cheeks, it layers so well over powder that it just kind of molds everything together, and then leaving the area very, very smooth. And then when you go in with highlight, it's just so good. And of course, for highlights, I have about 50 blush of the same color, just pink. And for me to narrow it down to 2 products is insane. This is the Dior Rouge Blush Color and Glow in the shade 287. One is a pinky, one is a lavendery, and you just sweep it across your cheeks. Mama. This is Girlhood in a compact. So beautiful, so gorgeous. Oh, and I have to give a shout out to Morphe X Aerial highlight brush. This is the best highlight brush because I've made a mistake of using a dense highlighting brush for a very long time. But now I use this for my highlights and it will make any highlight pop. It's so good. A crime. But today I use One Size Pink Remix, and then I defined with Morphe Sweet Tea, and I only go in the bottom and on the top. I don't go fully around my lips anymore, just so that it gives a little bit of realness into it. And then today I blended everything out with Strip Down from MAC. So 3 liners today. Not bad. Oh, for lipsticks, I've really been liking or obsessed with like gloss sticks recently because I always put gloss on afterwards. So I was like, why just not get a gloss stick? And the YSL I have in the shade 16, which is like more like honey nude. And this one is 44, and it's much more like pinky. So that's what we're doing. And the packaging is just so nice. I'm such a sucker for good packaging. And today I also used the Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Serum Peach Glaze. Love this stuff. I love Laneige so much. It smells like peaches. It looks beautiful and it has like a really cool applicator. What else do you want? This is a trick. But if you want to get spicy pink lip, do a little bit of Rare Beauty Hope right in the center. Yeah, you see me put on my wig before. Okay, let me just break it down for all the girls who wants to go on Drag Race, all the girls who are just starting out drag, who wants to wear a wig, who wants to go perform. First off, put on your wig cap. This is vinyl tape. It is now available on Amazon. Back in the day, there was one store in Dallas that sold it for the entire country. We would like drive to the store just to hoard this tape. This is made for boats. You can use this to tuck, but I also use it for securing my wigs. If I'm performing, girl, I will tape all around. I'll tape my sideburns like this, and then you take extension tape or toupee tape, and then I get like this big kind and I cut it up, and then I will do 2 squares on the side of my face and 1 square on top, and if I'm performing, 1 square back here, because when you whip your head, you don't want your cap to just... And that will really help with the lace as well. So if you don't want to glue your lace down, which you always should, but if you don't want to glue your lace down, it'll help like stretch out the lace, so then it kind of lays a little bit more nicely. And then if you want to glue your lace down, I like to use the Got To Be hairspray, of course. And I just do a little thing here. I get my lace customized to my head, so they lay pretty nicely. However, nowadays, there are just so many wig stores or wig brands that does really, really well HD lace. As for styling the hair, I used to be a hairstylist, so I know my way around a curling wand and everything, but I've been really loving bangs lately. I don't know why, but it's just so fish to me. Just so cute. And bangs takes so long to style. When I see a girl who has good bangs, a bang that has the lace, I'm just like, oh, you care. And I like that. Maybe it's just me, but I do care. I am obsessed with contacts. I have like all kinds of contacts. I'm really into kind of like 1-day contacts nowadays because when I'm on tour or when I'm traveling, I'm not putting my contacts back into the case. It's gonna spill, dry out, it's gonna hurt my eyes. I wanna have a bad time. So I've really been liking 1-a-day contacts, and my favorite brands are either Lens. I love Hapa Kristen as well. They have really cute natural kind of contacts, so whenever I do like photo shoots or anything that really gets close into the eyes, I like those. But my newest obsession is Dimple Color. Dimple Color is this brand of contacts that has such realistic and bright colors, and they're the thinnest contacts I've ever put into my eyes. Once you put them on, you don't feel like you have anything on. You know, like these Olens, they're bright, but girl, sometimes my eyes can't take it and I go blind. Maybe that's why I have dry eye syndrome right now. These contacts, oh, wild. Drag is hard. Drag is very hard. But here we are. And for the body, whenever I do shows or anything like that, I will douse myself in Sally Hansen. But I'll also use the Naomi got me into this, the Glow Motion Rio Sunset Glow Oil. So good. It really shines like nobody's business, and it's a pump and it smells so good. I could just bathe in this. So I'll do Sally Hansen and then I'll do that layer on top, and it just gives me like a really nice glow that will last. I think that's it for the whole tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me, and I'll see you very, very soon. Mwah. I'll give you a close-up just cause this is what you're gonna be seeing me in real life. So this is what you're getting. Yeah, and that's why I take 25,000 step. Get into it.